Game Kings, the definition of game, documentary, coming soon. All right, what's poppin', people? What's going on? It's your boy, Mr. Locario, the bad boy. The dating game was good. So I got my dude K Zaggin 20 in the building. What's poppin'?
What's up? What's up?
What's going on? He's the best dating coach. You ain't a dating coach. You feel what I'm saying? So,
Flattery would get you everywhere, nigga. But go ahead.
So what's going on, man? What's good with you?
Man, real quick, I just want to say something to the fellas out there, fellas that aren't used to women who reciprocate. I just want to say this real quick. This weekend, I saw Nas and Mary J. Blige in concert in Austin. Right? So, a girl, she drove me to Austin. I didn't know what was going on. Drove me to Austin. Mm-hmm. Hotel, she paid.
Right.
She paid. She dropped about $100 on dinner and paid for the concert. I didn't spend a penny. I just want to say that, fellas.
Nice. That's what it is. That's what it is, man. Because dudes never understand, that side of the game where, they actually have a chick who value them and will actually do shit. You feel what I'm saying?
Yeah.
So that's what's up, man. But so today I wanted to talk about kind of, I was listening to your videos and you were saying it was a dude who was on this panel. He was sort of backtracking about what he was saying to the women. So the thing is, what I noticed, a lot of guys will do that where they'll act like they're one way, but then when they get around like hot women or beautiful women, they start switching up their whole shit. They start saying different things. They start trying to sort of like acquiesce to the chick. You feel what I'm saying? So what are your thoughts on that? Like, why do you think guys backpedal and start acting different when they're around like, women? You know what I'm saying? When they start getting around a certain number of women.
I call it inconsistent masculinity. Around men, they act like men.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? Because they have a chip on their shoulder. It's that machismo thing. It's that macho bravado thing. Mm-hmm. Get around women, they become a woman's chew toy. Kind of like a dog's chew toy.
Right.
And see, and I think a lot of times when guys are speaking what they really feel, they think they saying something. They think like, yeah, females are going to dig what I'm saying. But then when it backfires, and females like, no, we're not feeling what you're saying. It's like, yeah, oh, my bad, yeah. I don't know what I was thinking. I don't know why I said that. And it's because they are too concerned with how a woman takes what they say.
So now, sometimes you'll have these dudes out here, they'll hear women say certain things, and it seems like the women are tricking the guys. Meaning, like, the women will be real disingenuous. They'll say stuff like, I don't have sex on the first date. I'm not that type of girl. You got to get to know me. I got to get to know you. We got to go on some dates first. So a lot of women, it seems like they say these things to these guys, and then the guys fall for it. You know what I'm saying? So my question is, why do you think so many guys are still this naive? Like, why do they keep falling for the same shit that they're saying and not really realizing what the real deal is? You know what I'm saying?
You know what it's like? I'm going to use an analogy. Okay, you know how if you're a parent, you tell your kids don't talk to strangers?
Right.
Don't accept candy from strangers? Mm-hmm. Okay, what it is, kids hear that shit, kind of like men. Mm-hmm. And they're like, that makes sense to me.
Right.
But then you find that person that's really, really nice, and they be like, well, maybe this person is different. Mm. So I'm going to go ahead and accept this candy. I'm going to go ahead and go behind the alley and pet the puppy. You know what I'm saying? That type of shit. And I think guys, they fall for the same shit. Like, I know what Lucario and K-Zack and 20 and everybody else is saying, but this chick seems different.
Right.
All that shit. This chick seems different. Because I think guys in their head, they have this idea of what a thought is like. The thought is, she's overly sexual, she's aggressive, very assertive sexually, but then they meet that girl that's reserved, almost like a church girl. And they like, she's different from the rest. And I'm like, no, bruh, she doesn't know how to play it. Right. And I think guys are caught up in that shit because deep down inside, guys want that 1950 feel to dating, and that shit is over with.
Right. And it's crazy because what it is that a lot of these guys, what'll happen is like you said, they'll find that one girl that, and since they like her, it's like they sort of give her that little special treatment, or they look at her differently because they want her to be different. They want it to be different so that it could work. But the thing is that a lot of guys, they get caught up in the tricks, and it's easy for women to deceive them because women have been doing this for so long because that's part of their game. That's how they figure out, okay, he's the guy that's going to fall for it. So I could get him to take me out on a few dates. I could get him to buy me this. I could get him to wait this long. So they'll know, okay, I can do that. And the reason why most women aren't honest about how they are in those situations is because if they were, then, you know, dudes would be like, man, fuck this. I'm not, you know, staying here and talking to you on the phone for an hour or going on 3 dates. Like, we just going to try to get straight to the sex. So the thing is that a lot of these women, they'll be disingenuous, but there's guys who still think that women are different. And what I thought was interesting, one of your videos, you said that women are more the same than they're different. You feel what I'm saying?
Yep.
So can you elaborate more on that? Because I think dudes
got no doubt. Now, all of us are unique. We're unique individuals, men and women. We all have our personalities, our quirks, our character traits. But when it comes to women dealing with men, they are more alike than not alike. Period. They have the same hang-ups about men. They have the same insecurities, the same issues, all of that. Because in my belief, like all the flaky behavior that guys get and all the inconsistent behavior that guys get from women, I believe all women do that at some point in their life to at least one or two guys. All women are capable of doing that. Okay, and I'm going to also say this, and this is nothing against women, but there are a lot of women who aren't honorable. And what I mean by that is you have women that will accept a date with a guy and they know that guy wants them, but they don't want that guy. Now, I don't blame women for this because this is what happens. You know, and all guys need to understand when they approach women, even if you're not sexual, even if you're very ambiguous and vague, women know you want something from them.
Right.
Okay? So when you approach them, they're waiting for you to be like, okay, you approach me and what? Okay, and they still waiting to hear what the fuck you want.
Right.
For a date off the bat, they're like, that's not what you really wanted, but I'll take it. You know what I'm saying? That's what guys got to understand is that women know. And let me say this because you said something earlier about women having game and all that. Women have been indoctrinated since they were little girls with game. And a lot of guys haven't played catch up yet. You know what I'm saying? That's the problem. Because girls been doing this shit since middle school. You know what I'm saying? Some even before that, unfortunately. But they've been doing this shit since middle school, and they just progressed in the game, and they got more crafty and more shiesty and grimy with their shit. And guys are still with that middle school mindset. Like, but that girl on the monkey bars is different from the one on the swings. Like, nah, bro, they're the same. They just present themselves differently publicly, but they're the same behind closed doors.
Right, and it's funny because this is why I always tell guys, you know, I'll be like, dudes be thinking I'm trying to be like cynical or crazy when I'm saying, look, these chicks out here fucking. You understand what I'm saying? Like, you know, because dudes, they think, oh, not my girl, or my girl wouldn't cheat on me, or my girl wouldn't do this. And I'm like, look, if your girl runs into a dude who's on some smooth player shit, and especially depending on the situation, because let's say you got into an argument with your girl or something, y'all going through tough times, she meets some dude randomly at some bar or some event, she with her girls or whatever, and then he say the right things and do the right things, shit can pop off. You know what I'm saying? And so dudes have this naive thing because, again, women are always going to present a certain type of image, but at the end of the day, she's still an individual who has needs, wants, desires. She's not perfect, you understand? So there's going to be things that she may end up doing that, you know, you may be surprised at. You're like, damn, I thought you were, you know what I mean? Because even when, for example, when women cheat, it's like people are surprised, like, oh my God, I can't believe she cheated. But it's like, no, women cheat all the time. It's just that, you know, the sort of like, you know, the way that women are presented is as if they're not the ones doing that. It's us. Like, oh, men are cheating. Like, women would never do that. You know, women are, you know, they're just so moral. So you understand? So women, they get confused by that. And I think us, you know, guys have to be a little bit less naive when it comes to this type of shit. You know what I'm saying? So, no, go ahead.
I was going to say this. This is the difference between men and women. Women go into the situation that believing all guys are dogs anyway. So women, for the most part, unless they're inexperienced, okay, they're not naive. They already believe, especially if you're a player type. You know what I'm saying? They automatically assume that you're either dealing with girls at that time,
right,
or you're going to be dealing with them at some point. A lot of men don't want to believe that this demure, you know, innocent-looking, church-looking girl look like she got on a picnic dress and shit. They don't want to believe. No, not her. She don't look like a thought. She don't look like the chick in a cat suit or a form-fitted dress with 6-inch stilettos on. Okay, she don't look the part, but best believe she acts the part. She just dresses differently. And that's what I think guys get caught up in that shit.
Right, and I wanted to address this other video you did too, where you were talking. You was reading a guy's email, and he was basically saying that you got to make the girl feel comfortable before she could do some shit. You feel what I'm saying? And you was like, fuck that. I'm not here to make no chick comfortable. You feel what I'm saying? So why do you think these guys feel like, because he was like, oh, but you got to, go out with the girl first and then get her to warm up to you and do all this. So why do you think guys feel like they need to go the extra mile to make a girl comfortable in order to make shit happen? Like, why do you think they be doing that?
I think these dudes, I'm beginning to think these dudes watch all-female talk shows.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? I'm beginning to think that they watch these talk shows and they hear these women talk about how men are inherently violent or men are creepy, and they're like, God damn, they're right. So I got to make sure I'm not that guy. I got to go the extra mile to show that I'm cool. And it's like, nah, bro, they're not talking about men in general. They're talking about the guys they don't find physically attractive.
Exactly.
Okay, that's what they're talking about. And my thing is this. Okay, and I say this all the time. If a woman is attracted to you, she's not going to be creeped up by you. Not going to feel uncomfortable. Now, she might feel uncomfortable, and you made a video recently talking about if she's intimidated by your level of attractiveness.
Right.
And I've had women tell me this. The hotter the guy, the more nervous they get.
Oh yeah, of course, right.
But you can tell. You know what I'm saying? You can tell, like, oh, she's feeling me, she's nervous and shit. She probably think I'm. You can tell the difference between she's intimidated because I'm that fly nigga. I can tell. Versus she's acting all scary and shit like I'm gonna do something to her. Right. You know what I'm saying? You can tell the difference. But a lot of these guys out here that are see, this is what guys misunderstand when it comes to the game. Just because you having sex here and there, you dealt with a couple women, you think you learned something. No, bro, you haven't learned anything. You know what I'm saying? All you doing is just you hit on a couple girls, you having a couple things go your way here and there, but you're not really focusing and paying attention on what's really going on with these females. That's why guys miss the intricate details.
Right. Now that's real talk. That's real talk. And what happens is, a lot of these guys out here, they, unfortunately, they haven't had enough experience with women to realize the different sides of women, to realize, because this is what happens. Most of these guys, unfortunately, they've like 95, 98% of the women they deal with are the women who say, I got to get to know you first, are the women who say, I need to wait, are the they've never had really that much experience dealing with a woman. Like, they just met a girl and she's feeling them like crazy and she wants to fuck. You know what I'm saying? Like, a lot of guys don't have that experience, so they feel like in order to get to fucking, they need to bend over backwards and do some shit, and because they, like, a lot of guys actually believe that women don't really like sex like that as much as us, because this is what women are saying. This is women are saying, I gotta wait, I gotta get to know you, so they don't think it's like the same as us, but they're just saying it to them because women don't see them as attractive as the other guy. You know what I'm saying? That's the problem. Now I wanted to ask you this though. So I put out that video the other day where I'm not sure, I think you saw it because I think you might be commenting on it, but the guy who said that he was a 30-year-old virgin, and I put the pictures up of him, is this guy who's basically hit me up in the DMs, and he's like, yo, I'm a 1 or through a 4 in attractiveness, and women don't like me, and I'm having all this trouble. And when you see his pictures, he's a decent looking dude, right? And it's like, what are your thoughts on these guys who's they're all about looks, money, status? They talking about girls don't like them. What's your thoughts on all that shit?
Not only do I know dudes, but I work, and I put under your video, I work the dude who I think the dude in the picture looks presentable.
Right.
Than that, because the guy he looks dorky. Like I said, he's either on par or a notch below in the looks department. But he's slaying chicks at work that I would fuck. Right. And I'm like, he's dorky as hell. It's something about him. You know what I'm saying? Now, I don't know if the chick look at him as he's like safe, or I don't know. But I just know that he's fucking multiple chicks. You know what I'm saying? At the job. And I don't think it's the looks. I think this is what guys do, bro. I think they go to, when they go out to bars and clubs, I think they look at the guys getting the most attention, automatically equate that with, well, he's getting that attention because he looks like that. And what they don't understand is he may know them girls. He may have known them for months. You don't know the situation. You just walked up, and you seen 4 or 5, attractive chicks around him, talking to him, he giving all them hugs and shit. You assuming he fucking them. I know. He could just be friends with them. But you're so fixated on, you're looking at the women, you're looking at him, and you be like, oh, it's got to be his looks. Mm-hmm. That's why. Mm-hmm. Could it be, you know him, he ain't fucking none of them? Could it be that? I mean, that's a possibility. And my with guys is stop focusing on what the next man does. Mm-hmm. Stop. Because women out here, you know, you said this plenty of times, they fuck a wide range of men when it comes to attractiveness. Just like we'll fuck a chick from like maybe 5 to 10.
Right, exactly, right.
They do the exact same thing.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? So when I say, and I believe, damn, who was it? Someone did a video. I can't remember the video, so I can't even say it because I can't remember it right. Mm-hmm. But at the end of the day, it was Ron Wills. He was talking about, you know, women, he said, focus on what's the same about the sexes instead of focusing on what's different. Mm. And a lot of women, especially women who know the game,
right,
they are very similar to men. Now, they still are governed by emotions and feelings, but for the most part, this is why you have chicks. Let me say this, then I'm going to turn it over to you. This is why a lot of chicks are cool with the fuck. They're cool with one-night stands because they have accepted the fact that, okay, this is the way shit is. Let me get in line with how men are moving. So that way I can get the best out of dating that I can. And guys have caught up to that.
Right, that's real talk, man. It's crazy, too, because I think what it is a lot of these guys, they look at these YouTube channels that talk about, it's all about looks. You know, they be dissecting guys' facial structures and all this other stuff. And it's like, okay, yeah, this girl, women will look at this guy and say he's attractive, right? But just because this guy who's like the male model is attractive doesn't mean that just because you're not a male model, you're not attractive. So they just don't get it. And so they're looking at these guys and they're comparing themselves to these guys, and they still also don't know how women act and how women operate, where they don't understand that women overall, there's a lot of things, you know, and lucky for us guys, that women find attractive. You see what I'm saying? So it's not just like a look and that's the end of it. Women are so susceptible to fucking game, it's ridiculous that dudes don't even understand this shit. Where I remember this one bad chick that I knew crying over some dude, and when I finally saw the dude she was crying over, like that's like, it was shit like that made me be on like, yo, this whole looks thing is ridiculous, because motherfuckers don't realize you got dudes out here who's just saw some regular shit getting shit popping. So they don't understand that shit, and it's crazy. You know what I mean? So, you know, it's weird.
Bad, bro.
Exactly, with bad chicks too. That's the funny part. But you know, they don't understand women enough to realize that it's not only like about that shit. You see what I'm saying? It's crazy. Now what's your thoughts on, you know, like, because there's a lot of guys out there who, I'm sure you probably get this too on your comments under your videos or whatever, where you have dudes who don't really understand the game.
Yeah. And
you're trying to teach them the game. You feel what I'm saying? But they keep, sending you replies or emails talking about, but K Zaggin, what about this? But what if, you know, it's like, how do you deal with, you're trying to teach a guy game and he doesn't want to listen. You feel what I'm saying? And he keeps making the same mistakes. He's coming at you with the same shit. You know he's wrong. You know you don't know what he's talking about. Like, exactly. How do you deal with that? How do you, and what's your message to guys who do that all the time? Because to me, I'm like, if you don't really know what you're talking about, you know, you need to chill and listen to the game. You feel what I'm saying? So what's your thoughts on that?
Well, my thing on those guys is, see, what you're doing is you're trying to deflect. You know what I'm saying is right.
Right.
What you're saying is, but K Zaggin, I don't want to change what I'm doing because I'm having some success.
Right.
In my way. And I'm saying, okay, look, I got a choice for you. You can listen, and you can have more success, or you can keep doing what you're doing and keep having that minute success.
Right.
Exactly. It works for you, bro. If you like it, I love it. And my thing is, I don't want to argue with these dudes because, like I said, they keep trying to deflect. You know, there was a movie called The Mexican with Julia Roberts and Brad Pitt years ago, 15 plus years ago. And there was a popular phrase that he used, and it was called blame shifting. You know what I'm saying? Movie. Basically the chick did something stupid, and he checked her, and then she tried to go somewhere else with it. And like, you're blame shifting. Right. And this dude with these comments is like, instead of saying, you know what, I accept that what I do works sometimes, but what you're saying is fucking logical, and it makes sense. But I'm afraid if I adopt what you're saying, the little minute success I get, those chicks are gonna reject me, and they might. And after you go through that little drop for a second, then you're gonna realize, boom, it's gonna come right back up. Because now you're basically separating the woulda coulda chicks from the I'm down chicks, and that's what guys don't understand. And when you are in the game, you're gonna go through that situation where you have, a little inconsistent success, but that was because you acquiesced to the woman. That's why you had that success. If you want to get on board with some real game, okay, those women that you acquiesce to, they're gonna reject you, okay. But the other women that are down to follow your agenda, you're gonna find that damn, because all women really want is men. They want men to be honest. They don't want men to placate to them and to bow down to them. That's not what.
Nah, that's real talk. That's facts, man. So, what's anything else you could say? Any last words? Tell people where they can find you. Hit you up, like all the good shit. Shout out all your stuff, man.
All right. Well, I do consultations.
That's what's up.
I'm still a novice in the beginning. I'm not a professional just yet, but I'm working towards my degree in dating coaching. You know what I'm saying? Right now, I got my certificate.
We need some more real coaches out here, man. Real talk. Because a lot of motherfuckers is on some bullshit. But that's another story.
The shit is sickening. But you guys can reach me at kzaggin20 at gmail.com. KZAGGIN. The number 20 at gmail.com. Underneath my videos, I do have a PayPal link. So for any of you guys that want to contribute, you know what I'm saying, and help me kind of rise in this shit, I'm here for that. You know what I'm saying?
That's what's up.
Man, once again, bro, as always, I appreciate you having me. You know what I'm saying, on your platform, man. I appreciate the love, bro.
Definitely, man. I appreciate having you, man. And I'm gonna leave the link to your channel on the page, so make sure you guys click the link below to check out K-Zag, subscribe. You know what's weird? YouTube be on some weird shit, cause like it was weird, like for like a week I wasn't seeing none of your videos, and I was like, let me just type in K-Zag, and then I fucking go on there and it said I wasn't subscribed to you, and I'm like, what? Like it automatically unsubscribed, and that's been happening to like a lot of people, like people that are watching. I'm like, how come I ain't seen a video in a while? Then I go to their channel and it unsubscribed automatically. I'm like, I didn't unsubscribe to them. How the fuck that happened? So I'm thinking that's probably happening with my shit too. So it's like YouTube be on some weird shit. I don't know.
But let me say this, because I've been accused of buying videos. Let me say this. I gotta say this real quick. I don't know if you've ever had this happen where like I'll post a video,
right,
and then it might, after 24 hours, it might have 200 views.
Right.
And next day I'll look at it and have 150 views. I'm like, what the fuck happened to the 150 views? You know what I'm saying? But then I'll have a video that got 10,000 views, and I'm like, whoa! You know what I'm saying? What the hell happened?
Right.
But the amount of comments and likes is in par with a 200 view video. So I had motherfuckers be like, you buying views? And I'm like, bro. I don't know how to buy views, but if I did, I'm too cheap for that shit, bro. You know what I'm saying?
And if you was gonna buy views, wouldn't you buy like 50,000? You know what I'm saying? Like, what?
but I would buy more frequently. I would buy at least 5 videos in a row to make it seem like I'm doing something.
Oh man, nah, this is goofy. It's just, it'd be a bunch of bullshit on YouTube, man. It's crazy. But yo, man,
I can't worry about it, man. I had real quick. I'm gonna say this. I had a chick one time tell me, "Man, you've been doing YouTube for this long. You should quit." You know what I'm saying? Because you only got so many views. And I'm like, bro, I don't look. I do me. You know, I don't concern myself with what everybody else is doing. Right. You know what I'm saying? So even when I tell guys, don't be concerned with what other dudes is doing when you're out in bars and clubs. I'm that same way in real life on YouTube. I don't give a fuck how many views a nigga got. Exactly. I feel like
and the funny part is that, see, it's not about the views you get. It's about the quality of the views you get. This is why I'm telling motherfuckers, like, listen. Like there was I was watching shout out to my dude BOA, Dr. BOA, because he did a video the other day about my open marriage or whatever, and he was saying that some dude hit him up, I think, and was like, oh, I can't watch Lucario no more because he allows his girl to be with other men and blah blah blah. And my thing is, I'm like, listen, I don't want you on my channel if that's your thought process. Like I want real niggas on my shit. You feel what I'm saying? I don't want goofy niggas watching my shit. I don't want no insecure dudes watching my shit. And if you are an insecure dude, you have to be an insecure dude who's trying to progress. You feel what I'm saying? So my thing is, I want motherfuckers watching my shit who's going to actually progress and who's really about something. I don't want scared niggas watching my shit. You feel what I'm saying? So I'd rather have 1,000 real niggas watching my shit than 100,000 goofy ass dudes just looking for shit on some bullshit. So that's
raising their hands.
Say that again?
Can you hear me?
Yeah, I get you good. You good. You
I said, go ahead, cut off.
Nah, you good. You good. Go ahead.
Okay, it's like if you're a teacher and you're teaching class, the disruptive motherfuckers in the back talking, passing notes, you want them to fuck up out the class.
Right, exactly.
Everybody else raising their hand, asking questions. Those are the students you want. Everybody else get the fuck out.
Exactly.
So I'm like you. You in my comment section, you asking questions. You know, you want to learn some more shit. I can work with you.
Right.
But if you in a comment section, you know, opposing what I say, it's like, man, look, man, I ain't got time to be going back and forth.
Yeah,
Get the fuck out.
Right. Exactly, man. But yo, K-Zaggin, bro, I appreciate you, man. And I will holler at you later. Guys, I will holler at you later. We out of here. Peace. Later.
All right.
Yeah.
Now, before you go, make sure you click the link below to get your free copy of the audio program, Undeniable Game. This program is going to teach you 7 easy-to-follow tips on how to really attract beautiful women. In this audio program, you'll learn exactly what you need to do to become that confident man women are attracted to. You'll also learn what you must do to become better at approaching and talking to women. You'll learn why women don't return your calls and what to do to increase the chances of women returning your calls. You'll also learn the only time you should call or text a woman. You'll learn how to start conversations with women. You'll learn the mindset you must have to be successful with women. You'll also learn the main thing you need to do to figure out if a woman is really interested in you, and much more. So make sure you click the link below to get your copy today.